Okay, so this is internet addresses. All right, where do they come from? These have to be given out, all right? Or they were given out. They're pretty much all given out now. They're given out by a company called the IANA. Okay, I don't need you to know that this is the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority. You just need to know that they get given out by someone. So there's someone that controls all the numbers for the whole internet. Okay? They are given to what's called a regional internet registry. So there is like a North America, there is, I think, a South America, there's a, might be Africa and the Middle East. I don't remember all the regions, I'm sorry. There's an Asia. There were several of these. And what happened is initially they were given out as wanted. So a regional internet registry would say, okay, would you please give me a block of addresses? And the IANA would say, here you go. Merry Christmas. We got 1 million of them. There's 32 bits. That's like 1 billion addresses. We got billions, right? So they were giving them out to whoever wanted one. In the early days, that meant they would give out an 8-bit network part. Okay? I already told you ODU here has a 16-bit network part. Okay? An 8-bit network part will give you millions of hosts. Okay? ODUs, this 16-bit one, ODU can have 64,000 hosts. Anyway, it's in the 60,000 range. I don't know the exact number, sorry. With their 16 bits, again, they can do anything they want with these last numbers. That gives them 64,000 hosts. You guys know how many students at ODU? Roughly, anybody? 25,000 students. How many faculty, staff, administrators do you think? A few thousand, right? So let's say they have 30,000 to give out. So ODU has twice as many IP addresses as they need. So who gets these 8-bit network parts? Well, in the early days, it went to people like IBM. They were a big old company. Digital, you guys have heard of them? HP, you guys heard of those guys? Compaq. That's all these companies that just went and said, look, would you please give me a block of IP addresses? And they said, here, we got billions. Here's a few million for you to use. They also gave them out to big universities. So like Stanford, MIT. This is not an exhaustive list. Sorry, we'll just put etc. Most of these went to universities with an 8-bit network part. Again, millions of hosts. They were giving them away so freely that they ran out. And I think it was in 2012, it wasn't very long ago, that they have run out. So the IANA has no more to give out. They've given them to all the regional registries, and the regions aren't giving them out like they used to, like candy. Not like candy, like something you didn't really care about anyway. They were just passing them out like nobody's business. How does that sound? So anyway, they ran out, and right now, there's not enough. So we'll just put an uh-oh. So we ran out, and there's no more new ones to give out. What that meant, by the way, is China was pretty much last to the party, and they didn't get, there's no Chinese companies on this list, right, or Chinese universities. So they got kind of the short end of the stick here. I've got Europe on here. Europe didn't do too well, but of course North America was the ones giving them out. Well, not greedy, they just didn't know it, it was invented here. No, well, these guys now. Oh, for Asia, you mean?
Yeah.
Because remember, you need one real IP address. We'll put organization. a real IP address. That 192.168, that's a private one. Those are just made up. You need a real IP address. You need at least one. So by the way, you can share. So right now with Cox, I get one real IP address for my house, and then all the computers in my house share that address. So what happens, especially in Asia and Europe, is you might have a whole internet company that only has, 20 or 30 addresses to hand out. And so everyone that's a customer of that company is going to share one IP address, and it might be hundreds or thousands of people. It just gets a little dicey. This is stuff we're going to talk about as we go on, but I just want you to note here. Again, it's 32 bits long. In the beginning, they were giving them out, like I said, like candy. Oh, there's the number right there. 16 million hosts on this one. You get 16 million hosts, and they were all given out.